Going to make you some breakfast. Oh, I gotta. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I missed you all night. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Excuse me. No, excuse me. This is not your room. Here you go. Are you ready for your breakfast? Here's your breakfast. Hi, good morning. Hi. I just need to weigh this kitten. Just a quick weight. Jeannie, Katie, let's see what you weigh. What happened to the tent? Silly kittens. Things on the floor. Hi. Oh, look at the little Katie there. She's so cute. Katie's taking her tent for a walk. Oops, what happened? You are so funny. Whoa. Hi. How about some morning lysine for you? Yum. So tasty. So, I looked at my tracking number for the new PC that's coming, and it now says Monday. It was supposed to arrive today, but now it says Monday. So you're gonna have to suffer through another weekend of bad feed on the Cisco cam. And also, I'm still trying to get internet arranged because the first company is unable to install another line. I'm not sure why, but this is a rural area, and so we don't have access to the internet that most people have. We're like, it's like 2013 internet. So I'm working on it, but it may take a couple days to get everything worked out. So if you're watching over there, I know it's pretty bad. It's pretty slow, but if you switch it to the lowest resolution instead of auto, it works. It seems to work better. So if you keep it on 270, it seems to work okay. Because I need basically one internet line per feed. So I have two internet lines, so I'm trying to get a third so that I can do the third feed. Katie, are you wound up in new functions? Where are you going? So that's the scoop on that. I have not heard from the property owner today, but I'm hoping that he sees the pregnant cat and is able to trap her. I'm on standby to go pick her up if that does happen. So I'll keep you informed. Oh, look at this little June. Let's see how much you weigh now. Trying to figure out adoption logistics. $8.94. Can you gain 100 grams in 4 days? I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. Can you? Probably not. For that big burp. Junie, come have your lysine. Very cute. Oh, this might be the internet people. Hello? That was easy, hopefully. Alright, so hopefully they're coming out Monday to install another internet line. Badger, come here, Badgers. I've got some lighting for you. So Monday I should have then internet and the new computer at some point. And then all of our woes will be solved. Maybe. That would be good, huh? So cute. Oh, so cute. Someone drooled their lysine. Oh, Badger. You're so adorable. So VIP Cam, what would you like to look at today? They're not going to be allowed to go into the forest room, so they're going to have to figure out a way to install it, not through the forest room. I did consider that. Hopefully that will be okay. Are you adorable? Look at the bellies. Oh, bellies. Oh, it gets distracted by paw, which must be licked. Badgers being coy. Floor, okay. Floor cam. It seems like no matter where I put it, they all. Do you want maze cam or floor cam? Floor cam? Let's see. Maybe back here. Of course, you know that they're gonna immediately go to the blue chair and go to sleep, and then nobody's gonna be able to see them. Do you want like maze view? That's not very good to me. You can have maze and back corner, where they sometimes play. Although they mostly sleep in the chair, so. Let's see. Tent. We'll get it. Alright, well, you guys tell me what you think if you want to move. Maze and floor combo. Okay, so tell me what. Oh, hello. Oh, you're so cute. What are you doing? Oh, you're so cute. What are you doing? I need a badger to report to me. So I am also on the list to take another non-feral pregnant mama cat because I think it works so well with Eve and Sloane. So as soon as one comes in, I will be taking her. But these guys will be around for another week or longer, trying to figure that out now. Here, you, I need you. Oh, this guy is a big boy. Oh. Here we go. Ready? Go. Mmm. Tasty. So yeah, she, so I think I have published my, I don't know if I actually pushed my changes. Oh, maybe I did. All right, so I did. If you want to go to tinykittens.com/ferals/fostering, you can see I've added a link for case study number 2, Cisco, where I've started to document the Great Cisco Experiment. Differences between Cisco and Sloaney. Wait, I'm gonna check the VIP chat and see if anyone is a little to the right, a little to the left, a little to the to the right. All right, let's see. Katie's back there trying to actually direct. Okay, how's that? Guess I'm going to close the window. All right, tell me if that's better or worse. I could turn it more, but sometimes they play in that corner and then no one can see them. Okay, all right, so we're good. Good, good, okay. So, I see some questions. Okay, so I'm going to try to answer your questions. How does it work in the ISO unit, the new mom and kittens from the colony? Will the kittens get socialization? That's a good question. So we are getting her today because we weren't able to get the logistics to work out yesterday. So we're hoping to get her today. It's a mom with 3 kittens. We think they're around 5 weeks old. I haven't seen them. They have had some exposure to humans, so they're not completely feral, we're hoping. So it's difficult in ISO for sure. It's not ideal because there are only a few volunteers that can do the ISO protocol and who are willing to do it and can spend time in there. So it's definitely, it's a lot of work for staff. It's a lot of time for volunteers, and they don't get the home experience, which is unfortunate. But they will get as much socialization as we can give them, and because they have had some exposure, we're hoping that we won't be starting from scratch with them. 5 weeks is a good age if they're if they actually are 5 weeks. They could be older than that. If they're 8 weeks, it will be more challenging. So it remains to be seen. It's always hard to assess until you see them, but yeah, it's not ideal, but we try to make up for the lack of home environment with some of our awesome volunteers who spend a lot of time with them. So I'm not planning to start Cisco on calcium supplements. It's pretty rare for them to have hypocalcemia. And so, and it's not really clear whether calcium supplements even would be beneficial in that case, because typically what you would need to do is you would do IV treatment, and you have to monitor very closely the levels and things like that, and which just aren't an option with the Ferromom. So you know, the calcium supplements were better than nothing with Sloane, and they certainly didn't do any harm, but we don't really know the benefits. So, you know, without having reason to do something like that, we're not going to do it. I am giving her, mixing lysine in with her food, which is just an immune system booster. It's very safe, and we'll just give her a little bit of a boost. She has not eaten, I haven't been in there this morning yet, but as of last night, she had not eaten a lot of food. And so I'm hoping that today she will start making up for lost time. But this is one of the things that I've noticed the difference between Sloane and Cisco so far. Some of the differences. Cisco is less confident in general. So I don't know if it's just her personality, if it's because she doesn't know me, if it's because she was trapped in a more stressful manner, so it will take her longer to adjust. It was a little bit noisy over there yesterday, so there could be any number of reasons that she is having a slightly slower adjustment period, I would say, than Sloane. Not too bad, but just not, as of last night at least, not coming out to eat when the new food goes in. So hopefully that will change today, and she just needs a longer adjustment period. But it's kind of interesting because we will find out if being less confident, makes her less protective of babies and maybe results in less maternal aggression, which would be a good thing. Or B, if she's so stressed that she's unable to care for her kittens, which would be obviously a bad thing. So I'm going to be really trying to observe and monitor and do whatever I can to make sure that her stress level is as low as possible. She doesn't seem super stressed, but she is she has stayed hidden, and she hasn't really been enthusiastic about the food yet. So I'm hoping that today that will change and that it's just an adjustment thing. I'm sure that she eventually will eat and it will be fine. It's obviously not ideal for her to go a long time without food, but I don't think it's unusual for them to go a 24-hour stretch without food. And she does appear to have eaten something, it's just not very much. So we will continue to monitor the situation. Yeah, and she might have eaten this morning or overnight, because I haven't been in there yet, so I don't know. And she was I don't know if she was out of the bunker of solitude for a while, or if she was just in a like on the other end where we couldn't see her. So many questions to be answered. But it's good that she has found a place where she feels safe, and she's been sleeping and, you know, not looking super stressed. So I don't think we're in terrible shape. And it will be a good learning experience to see how she reacts differently, basically. I don't think the window is adding to her stress. I think that's something that is familiar, and I would think potentially comforting for her. Also hoping that the property owner has a pregnant cat that on his side of the property. I did drop off a trap yesterday, but he didn't see her, so he's hopefully going to have time to try again today. I don't know anything about this cat, so I don't know if she knows Cisco. I don't know if that would help the situation or be potentially more stressful. So if he does manage to catch this other pregnant cat, then I'm going to try to see how I'm going to bring her here and see with her in like with them separated somehow, see if there's any interaction. Because this colony is quite social with each other and there are so many cats, I feel like it might be comforting for them to be together, but pregnancy kind of introduces that unknown factor, and it's impossible to predict. So, and it's risky because if I did release the other one and then they didn't get along, it would be pretty stressful to try to catch her again, and then she would have to go to labs, which is fine, but you know, it's just that extra element of stress that is not ideal. But the potential benefit, I think, is pretty significant. So I think it's worth at least having them in the same room, but secured from each other. So we'll see. So hopefully this all hinges on him being able to catch her, you know, in the next few days. So hopefully today would be good. But yeah, I mean, it seems likely, since they're both from that part of the colony, that they will at least like have seen each other. It seems likely. So that's what I'm hoping will happen. I have tried I have offered her some tuna, Cisco, some tuna and some canned food and various tasty treats to try to tempt her. But typically when they're a little bit shut down from stress, they're just not interested in food. They're not interested in, they don't use the litter box. They just basically wait for it to be over. So it's a good sign that she's sleeping. Let's see if I cricket half a forest. I can't even get the feed to work for me. So by Monday, hopefully the feed over there will be better. It actually should be good. I should be able to do everything in high def in theory, but you know, not like that means it will actually work. But yeah, she does look pretty comfy. That's a teeny tiny space. If she grows much more, she may have difficulty fitting under there. So I will go over there after these guys and see what the situation is, and then maybe I'll come back and give you an update. I should get my I'll need to get my scrubs down here. Excuse me, what are you doing? So, yeah, okay. Yeah, we've talked about, actually, we've gone through every possible option for, you know, can we build an enclosure in the forest? You know, what are some of the, you know, what else could we possibly do to make them more comfortable? But the problem with the forest enclosure is that they're not protected from, like, any human could go in there and do something to them. There are coyotes, there are dogs, I mean raccoons, and basically they would be trapped in this whatever enclosure, and so potentially it would be more stressful, and they can't escape somewhere if they needed to. So it's I would hate to put them in a position where they were kind of like became bait for some predator, right? We've been really lucky so far over there with coyotes and stuff, not having any coyotes, but we know that they're in the area, and we just wouldn't want to give them any reason to start coming over there. So we try to be pretty careful to only feed enough food so that it lasts throughout the day but is gone by nighttime, so it's not attracting predators, and so far it's been okay. Katie, did you put your tent in front of the VIP cam on purpose, Katie? Go get it. Go move it. Go move your tent. Go move your tent. Go move your tent. Oh. Get it. That was ridiculous jump. I know a caternity unit would be awesome. Let's see. So Cisco, so the way this colony is set up, it's got a couple of sort of sub-colonies on the property. So we've seen about half of the cats on our side, and so we have our regulars, which is probably 50 or 60 cats, and then we have more transient cats that come over occasionally, like Cisco and Scout, and some of the ones that hang out primarily like on the property. And then there is like another group on the other side that goes on to the neighboring, that goes between the property and the neighboring property. So I don't think it necessarily means she's a loner. I think it just means that she has a pretty steady food source and no reason to come to our feeding station, except, you know, sometimes. So, oh, Cricket, what, excuse me? Where do you think you're going? No, don't be a bad example to your siblings. Oh, no. Oh, I got you. Oh, I got you. Okay, there we go. So, on that note, I will oops. This will turn off automatically. The red dot. Okay. Is there a katydid in there right now? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go check on the. Excuse me, crickets. Oh my goodness, you're so silly. So silly. Oh, you're so cute. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go check on Cisco, and then I'm gonna continue making arrangements for adoption, spay neuter, all that stuff, and then we'll see where we are. We'll see if anyone catches us a cat. Oh, is that your belly? Did I find your belly? Oh no, what's that? Give it. All right. Hey, come get it. Okay. Okay.